Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and this video is going to show the fastest cars made by the in-game manufacturer Ubermacht in terms of lap time. As always, the position counter is in the top left with the best lap time the vehicle achieved in the top right, and since it's more for interest purposes rather than anything functional, non-raceable cars are included in this list. Also, as the title says, this is cars only, there's no bikes, planes or anything else here. This video only focuses on track performance, so if you're interested in top speed, where braking, cornering and acceleration aren't relevant, check the link in the description for the top speed testing series, and if you want to know more information about this testing, including the extent to which it's accurate and how useful it is for you personally, have a read of the full description as everything that you need is in there. This video lists the top 10 cars and is correct as of the Cayo Perico heist update. For any vehicles added after that or other classes of cars, check the playlist linked in the second line of the description, and feel free to check out my Patreon or become a YouTube member if you want to support this work and get testing results of any new cars a little bit early. So Ubermacht make 11 cars, and the only one to miss out on this top 10 list is the older Oracle XS, which just wasn't quick enough. And a lot of the cars here, they're coupes. You know, the Ubermacht are seemingly coupes specialists, with almost half of the entire coupes class made by, well, consisting of cars made by Ubermacht, including the top two of the Zion and the Zion Cabrio that we're seeing here, which are just slightly quicker than the Zion Classic that we just saw, but that can't really do too much when it comes to the Sports Classics class up against the top few. In terms of the coupes class, that hasn't been, you know, looked at since 2016. It's only had two DLC cars. We've still got the Zions on the top spot. So obviously last week we had 11 cars from Dinka as well, which is, you know, the in-game version of Honda. Now Ubermacht, we've got 11 cars from them as well, which is the in-game version of BMW. And yeah, coupes is where they're shining. Most of the cars that they make are coupes, but here we are in 5th place with the Zion, and we've seen the quickest coupe in the game. So what could be quicker than it? Well, we got an SUV first up with the Rebla GTS in 4th place, a 106.7, so a little bit quicker than what we saw from the Zions. And the Rebla is in that sort of top 3 of SUVs, sort of the new breed of actually quite fast SUVs. These are sports car level of lap times, but they're just coming from SUVs alongside the Toros and the Novak. This is the top 3 SUVs, but it is 3rd place, and both the Rebel GTS and the Novak can't really hold a candle to the Toros in most situations. When we come to 3rd place, we've got the Sentinel Classic, a great little car with a 105.4. Actually a little bit quicker on PC, so if you are on PC, it generally tends to be able to perform a little bit outside of its range there. There's very small number of cars where that becomes apparent, but yeah, the Sentinel Classic is one of those. 39th place for the sports class though. It's not as if any PC changes are going to make it anywhere near the top in the sports class. Would have liked to have seen it in the sports classics class, honestly. It would have been right up there in the top pace of things like the Turismo Classic and the Cheetah Classic. Would have been fun to race it there, but instead it got shoved into sports like everything else, and it's kind of in no man's land in terms of lap time. Then 2nd place, we've got the Revolta, also in the sports class, could quite easily be put in sedans. It is 26th in sports, but there's a lot of sort of 4-seat cars around this area in the sports class with the same sort of lap time, things like the Komoda and the Shafter V12, obviously, that can be used in sedan races, all that kind of stuff, around the same sort of lap time, and they could all just be put into sedans. The Revolta is an interesting car to drive. It's obviously quite big. It is a big, quick sedan, sports sedan if you like, and it's quite fun to use in rally races as well. Just give it a try, is all I'll say. But ultimately, the number 1 vehicle made by Ubermacht is not a sports car. It is a supercar. It's the only supercar that they make, with the SC1. Often forgotten about because frankly it's not that good. It's only 37th in the supercars class with a 103.6. There's plenty of sports cars that are quicker than it in terms of lap time. It's not that great with top speed in comparison to the top vehicles in supers or sports. In terms of top speed, the Rebla GTS would actually be the quickest that Ubermacht make. It's a 3 miles per hour quicker than the SC1, which would be in 2nd place for top speed. So yeah, just to let you know about that. But when it comes to lap time, the SC1 is the quickest. It is a supercar, or at least it's in the supercars class. It drives, pretty decently. But then again, it is only half a second quicker than the Revolta, so you've got to question yourself when Ubermacht's only supercar is only half a second quicker than this big bulking sport sedan of the Revolta. They haven't really hit the mark when it comes to supercars just yet. Maybe they'll bring something better later on, but it doesn't really seem like Rockstar are interested in giving Ubermacht anything that great. They seem like quite happy to be stuck with these SUVs and coupes and your sort of bog standard vehicles, I suppose. Apart from the Sentinel Classic, that's a great little car. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Feel free to check out the link in the description. It takes you to a playlist. There's an unlisted playlist which contains all the videos from this manufacturer's mini-series, so you can see the fastest cars from all the manufacturers that we've done so far. That's linked down below in the description. Consider supporting on Patreon or become a YouTube member if you want testing results early, and remember to read the description for more info, comment with your thoughts, like the video if you enjoyed or found it helpful, and subscribe for more. Thank you all so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.